Hey everybody, Bill from Iowa. So first and foremost, a couple days ago we threw up a Chinese diesel heater goat barn lessons learned. That video's got like 1,800, almost 19,000 views in 24, 48 hours. It's crazy. But we were talking about on that video that we wanted to marry up a Chinese diesel heater with a turn of the century radiator, which we had hooked up. But unfortunately, what we figured out was the Chinese diesel heater was not generating enough heat to keep the water out of the radiator. The radiator was condensing water, and ultimately there was enough water into the radiator that it just wouldn't exhaust. So I come out here after 6 hours of runtime, and my Chinese diesel heater is puffing black smoke. It's not good. So this is the solution. Originally, Chinese diesel heater was down there. We plugged the exhaust into the bottom port of the turn of the century radiator, and we up to the top exhausted out the top pipe and through the wall. You can kind of still see the hole. That didn't work, right? The bottom of the radiator filled up with water, and it was obstructing the exhaust coming out of the Chinese diesel heater. So here's the solution. Chinese diesel heater goes a little bit higher than what it originally was. We're plugging into the top of the radiator, right? We're exhausting at the bottom and through the wall. Now, I've already identified a couple problems with this. DIY is fun, but it is fun because you're solving problems. You can see the amount of drop from the Chinese diesel heater into the radiator. That thing's almost level, right? So I don't know if we have enough drop. Come on, baby girl, get out of there. If we have enough drop, it almost looks like it's tilted up. But, wonderfully, these things are just pretty much sitting there. So we can raise that thing up, put a 2x12 underneath it, and we can get the drop that we need. So still might condensate some water that could cause the same problem we've been trying to solve. And then we come out here, and that's a problem too, right? We're in the middle of a winter storm warning, right? The exhaust pipe is about 6 inches off the ground, and if any of you ever woke up in the middle of a snowstorm only to find your exhaust pipe for your furnace covered in snow and your furnace not working, that's the reason. So we're gonna give it a shot tonight. There's Bluey, there's Ariel, that's Waddles baby. You got Oreo back there with her 2 babies, and that's Billy. We got 7 goats, 6 females, and Big Billy. But that's the goal. We're gonna run this thing tonight, see how it works. Hopefully we don't blow anything up. I'm not necessarily trying to keep the goats warm. I'm trying to keep that warm. We dropped a well in this goat barn so that I wouldn't have to haul water from all the way over there during the middle of winter. So that means I got to keep this thing around 40 degrees so nothing freezes up. We ended up plugging the vent holes there and there. That was fun for a guy that weighs 275 pounds. Crawling up there was really fun, but that's what we're doing today. The goaties are all ready for their food. They don't want to be outside because goats don't like being wet and it's snowing. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. It's Bill from Iowa. I'll talk to you later.